I don't want to be right sometimes with these guys. You know, I think people think that that like when you have a take or, oh, like Trace went crazy on Candelario, like, oh man, how bad of a look would it be if the next day he hit 3 home runs? I want him to hit 3 home runs. I want him to do well. I want Spencer Steer to do well. But when we talk about these things post-game, I just have to be honest in the way in which what we see is what we talk about. I can't sit here every single day and be like, yeah, I mean, Spencer Steer's going to figure it out for sure. He's a good player. That's like, I can't do that. I'd be lying to you. I can't sit here and say that Candelario looks like a guy that has even a chance of breaking out. Because unlike Matt McLain at times, like Matt McLain today, I get he's next on the rundown, and I don't want to get too far into the weeds on him. But like, he hit a ball what seemed like 300 miles an hour today with the infield in. If that ball gets through and a couple runs score, Matt McLain has, he's a 1-for-5 day, but he's got a couple RBIs. I get that he's not been great lately, but like, he's been hitting the ball relatively hard. He has there's certainly something going on right now. He's swinging, missing a little bit more than I'd like. But let's be honest. There's a far, far cry from what you see in Matt McLain and what you see with Candelario and Spencer Steer. And hopefully we can recognize that as a group and understand that there are certain times to freak out over certain players, and then there's times where you want to give them a little more leash. I'm Steer and Candelario, like we're already, the leash has ran out for me.
Matt McLain, I am going to go ahead and anoint Matt McLain the 2025 version of the 2024 Tyler Stevenson. I'm putting all of that energy that I put into Tyler Stevenson early last year, that I think the process is there. I just think he's not getting the results. And I think Matt McLain is going to get red hot. Matt McLain, his first time up today, hit a ball 106 miles per hour to center field. Pretty good swing. You do that consistently, you'll have good results. But his best at-bat of the day was in the top of the 5th. Runners on second and third. Matt McLain worked a 3-2 count. Hit a ball 102.7 miles per hour right at the shortstop. Again, like, the process is there. Yes, he's had some at-bats, like you mentioned, where there's been a little too much swing and miss. McLain does swing and miss a little bit. Like, even when he's good, he still strikes out. Like, he's not like one of these super high contact guys. But he had a great at-bat in the top of the 5th. I thought Matt McLain's at-bat in the top of the 5th was the best at-bat of the game. He just didn't get the results, and sometimes that happens. But you keep doing that, he's going to be fine. I'm putting all of my energy. I'm buying all the Matt McLain stock there is right now.
Yeah, if somebody wants to freak out and sell Matt McLain stock right now, we'll buy it. I'm not going to overly get concerned about things. There are times, Nick, where it feels like you can freak out about numbers statistically, right? Like Matt McLain, and I know people are going to do this. I've already started to see it on socials. It's like Matt McLain in his last, how many ever days it's been, his last 25 days or 30 days, he's 4 for 56, whatever statistic and narrative you want to try to paint around a picture of McLain, you probably can, depending on what time frame you want to use. The thing is, though, is like, this is where I actually do like people that will do a little bit farther digging in the statistics and say, hey, what does Savant look like? Like, what exactly does the barrel percentage, the exit velocity, your expected batting average, what do these things look like? Because that tells a little bit of a better story for guys that are struggling. I think at the end of the year, Nick, I'm all for using some traditional statistics to tell me how a guy did. Because more times than not, that paints a pretty good picture. What doesn't paint a good picture is like, hey, this guy's hitting 114 in his last 30 days. And it's like, but are you watching the games? Because if you're watching the games, you feel a lot differently about all this. The problem that I have, and I've continued to say is, because I know people are going to be like, well, did Candelario, I even see in the chat today, like, well, Candelario hit a ball hard. Okay. All right. He hit one ball hard. Well, it's like, come on. This is a completely different guy. It's a completely different expectation of what we're getting out of Candelario and what we were supposed to get out of Matt McLain. And the thing that sucks sometimes in this town, in my opinion, is we're expecting guys to probably be something that they're probably not supposed to be at this point in their career. And I'm not suggesting that you need to put kids' gloves on and treat these guys, like they're children. But I will say that Matt McLain, if you're expecting him to be an all-star type player and you're expecting him to basically be a 125 WRC plus type player at second base who also is a Gold Glove caliber second baseman, then I would say you're probably going to be disappointed. You're probably going to be disappointed. But that's not what we need him to be. What we do need to have happen, Nick, is we need the guys that we've spent 30% of this payroll on to start producing. That's what we need. Whether that is Candelario and Nick Martinez threw the ball relatively well the other night. But Nick Martinez, we need to make sure we get pretty good production from him, and we need good production from Candelario. And from there, we need at what we expect to get out of the rest of the guys. And Austin Wins will cover the delta that we need to get to for the postseason.